Are you looking for the perfect travel trailer for couples? Well, stick around, folks. Susan and I found 3 awesome models. You're going to want to check these out. Hey everybody, Mike from RV Blogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before on YouTube, welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. Susan and I make tons of videos all about RVing, and we invite you to subscribe to our channel, and remember to hit that notification bell when you do, so you'll be notified every single week when we put out a brand new video. But without any further ado, let's get started on our reviews of travel trailers that are perfect for couples. This travel trailer is the nuCamp Tab model number 320S. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 1,993 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 907 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of just 2,900 pounds. The hitch weight on it is 164 pounds. It measures in at 15 feet 3 inches long, and it can sleep up to 2 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right hand side you'll find the kitchen area. Straight ahead is the bathroom, and towards the back of this camper is where your sofa, dinette, and bed are all located. So right inside the front door on my right hand side is where the kitchen is located in here, and we'll start from the top. You've got this really nice natural wood in here against a white backsplash and countertop. It just looks really nice. Now these little cabinet here, they open right up. You have a little bit of storage up top. Down below that you have a window here in the front that opens, and you've got a screen shade and a privacy shade. And then of course you've got your kitchen sink, and then of course you have a 2-burner stove in here. Now down below your stove is where the refrigerator is located. And the fridge in here has a really cool feature because the ice door flips up and it's magnetic, so it stays in place while you're reaching in here to get your ice cube trays out. Very often this door just sort of flaps up and down. It's very inconvenient, but this is well thought out with a magnetic door. Just below that, we've got a drawer down here for more storage, and then underneath of your kitchen sink you also have a whole bunch of cabinet space under there. Now, one thing I want to point out here is that there is a receptacle and USB ports and a 12 volt that you can use, and it's weird that they're underneath the countertop, but you also have a grommet up here on top of your countertop. So if you have a toaster or something like that, you can run the cord over, down through the grommet, and then plug it in underneath. So I guess it's the best they could do with trying to get a receptacle up here to the countertop area so you can plug in any appliances that you have. Now down below this cabinet, there's one more cabinet, and you have even more storage down there. Now just to round out the kitchen area, and around the corner from where the bathroom is located, you've got a location where your microwave oven is, and it's a decent sized microwave. You can get a good sized dish in there with no problems. Now here I am in the back of this travel trailer, and this is the multifunctional living, eating, and sleeping area. Now right now it's set up as a big, comfortable U-shaped couch area, and you've got this nice table on a lagoon swing arm, and it's very convenient. 2 people could easily enjoy dinner back here. The TV is mounted right under the microwave and on the side of the bathroom wall, so it's in a perfect spot so you can enjoy it while you're eating dinner, or you can just relax on your couch and watch TV, or you can lay in bed at night and enjoy TV at that time too. So I'll go ahead and pull out the dinette table and set this up as a bed so we can measure and see how big the bed is back here. Plus it lays out really differently, so we certainly want to show you that as well. But before I set up the bed, I just wanted to remove the dinette and show you one more thing. You do have a receptacle down here, a couple of USB ports, and a 12 volt port as well. So if you're back here with any electronics that you need to charge, you have full access. So to set up the bed in here, all you do is remove the side cushion for a second, pull the bed forward until it clicks, and then lower it down into place. Same thing on the other side. We'll just remove the side cushion, pull it up, and it'll click down into place. Now when we do that, we have a couple of cabinets that are back here that open up, so you have some additional storage. There's also a couple of USB ports under here, so you have additional area to to go ahead and charge any electronic devices. A couple of other nice features to point out are individual reading lights on each side, and there's also a couple of speakers mounted back here. And you get the clip, there we go. You even have a couple of storage cabinets back here to put away all your clothes. Now, once you have your seat backs down, then up front, you just grab underneath of the bench and pull these forward. They meet in the middle, and you just slide your cushions in. And there you go. You have a really nice sized bed back here. Now this measures in at about, I would call it 72, and it's about 70 inches wide. So not really sure what size bed to call it because it's a very unusual size, but you have about 70 by 72. So average size adults will be able to sleep back here very, very easily, and it makes a very nice, comfortable bed setup. I'd also like to just take a quick second and point out there is additional storage up top on both sides of the living area. Now, here I am in the bathroom inside this trailer, and it is considered a wet bath. Now, a wet bathroom means that you have a shower and a toilet. They're both in the same room, and the entire floor in the bathroom is the shower base where any water in here would drain out when you're taking a shower. Now, there's also a toilet paper in here, a toilet paper roll cover that's in here so that if you're taking a shower, your TP won't get wet. There's a mirror mounted on the wall. There's also a sink in here, and it's right behind me where the toilet is, and your shower wand, which is located up here, serves as both your shower wand and your sink faucet. So it's a very, very clever design. And for those of you that like to wash your hands in the bathroom after you use it, you certainly have that available. As far as the elbow test goes, it's not going to pass. But you know what? I'm sitting on the commode here and I'm not really feeling very cramped at all.
This travel trailer is the Forest River Rockwood Geo Pro, model number G20FBS. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,442 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 958 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 4,400 pounds. The hitch weight is 400 pounds. It measures in at just 21 feet, 2 inches long, and it can sleep up to 3 people.
When you first walk into this camper, you've got your bedroom off to the right-hand side. That wraps around into your kitchen and living area, and then behind me here is where the bathroom is located. So when you first walk into this camper, my first impression is, you know, it's pretty darn roomy for a small camper. I just like the way it feels so nice and open and bright in here. You'll notice up front here is where the bed is located. Now let's see what size bed we have here. This is about 72 inches long by about 56 inches wide. So that would be considered a short, full bed. Now in here, you'll notice that you have cabinets on either side of the bed. You can hang your garments up in here. And then you've got some open storage up above with this cargo netting. Finally, down below, you have nightstands on either side of the bed with USB ports and electrical receptacles. And finally, the bed does flip up a little bit for some storage underneath. And there's even a couple of drawers located below that. So just past the bedroom area in this little slide out is where your couch is located. Now, you'll notice there's no dinette in here, and in more and more travel trailers, we're seeing them set up with no dinette, and for good reason. You don't really have to have a dinette permanently in place when you can have a multifunctional couch like this instead. So this couch serves as a comfy couch. You could lay on here and relax. You could sit here and watch the TV right across. It's really a nice setup. This flops down and you have a couple of cup holders in here. So it's a really great setup for you. Now the other thing that this couch does is it serves as your dinette area. There's a freestanding table that's right behind the couch. You pull that out, set up your table, and 2 or 3 people could sit here very, very comfortably and have a meal. The TV straight across. You could watch a little TV and relax. So it's a great setup. And then the final use of this area is that the sofa actually jackknifes out into another bed. And if you did that, you would end up with a bed in here that's about 6 feet by about 40 inches or so. And so an average size adult or a child would be able to sleep here very, very comfortably. Now up above that, we have some storage area overhead. And then of course there's a nice window back here to let in some additional lighting. So right across from the sofa, dinette, and bed is where the kitchen is located. Now this is what we would consider an inline kitchen. All of your appliances are in one line. And this is the TV that I was making reference to while I was sitting on the couch. It's actually in a great location in this camper because you can see it from the couch, or you can pull it out and swivel it so you can see it from bed. So it's in a perfect spot in here. You'll also notice up top, you have a really nice size cabinet for some storage up there. And then you have a microwave oven over here above the refrigerator. Now the refrigerator itself is a pretty good size fridge. You have a separate freezer and a good fridge space down below. This is actually a 12-volt refrigerator, which means that it runs on both shore power or battery power. Just past that, we have a 3-burner propane range in here. We also have a real oven down below. And in a travel trailer this size, that's a real treat. You normally don't see both a microwave and an oven in a smaller travel trailer. So great job on this setup. Down below that, there's another hatch that opens for all your pots and pans storage. Next to that, you got a little bottle opener here, a little drawer for your soap and sponge, and another drawer for all your kitchen utensils. Now, I almost forgot the kitchen sink because the drain cover's on it, but it's a great size square kitchen sink with a really good sized gooseneck faucet overhead. Now here I am in the bathroom and I'm standing in the shower, and as you can see, my head is all the way up into this skylight. So I'm 5'11" and there's maybe an inch or two over my head. So if you're taller than 6'1", you're probably gonna have to crouch down if you're in here taking a shower. But a couple nice features about this shower are that in the corner here, it's got 3 spots for all your soap and shampoo. And instead of having a curtain, it kind of has a curtain, but it's on this track. So it keeps the curtain from blowing in on you. And then it also sort of curves out and away from the shower. So it keeps the curtain out and it just gives you a little bit more elbow room in the shower.
Now I'm wondering how much water spray would happen
over
since
this?
you are literally a head above.
You know, that's a really good point. I think you might get a good bit.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Good point. Now outside the shower, this bathroom has a really nice big, I wouldn't say this is a medicine cabinet. This is more of a storage cabinet, and it's got mirrored doors on it. You could use it as a medicine cabinet. You have a towel ring over here on the side. Down below, a really good size vanity top and sink, which is fantastic. A little flip out drawer. You can keep some cleaning sponges in there. And then there's no storage underneath this door, but that's because you access it from outside the camper. So in an effort to get as much storage space as possible in this bathroom, they actually took the medicine cabinet and put it on the back wall over top of the commode. So when you open that up, you can see it's a standard size medicine cabinet. Once you're sitting on the commode in here though, the bathroom's nice and big. It's the full width of the camper, so it's gonna pass the elbow test all day long. At the front of the camper and under the owner's bed, you've got a nice big pass-through storage area.
This travel trailer is the Winnebago Micro Minnie model number 2108TB. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 4,040 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,460 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 5,500 pounds. The hitch weight is 435 pounds, the length is just 22 feet 5 inches long, and it can sleep up to 3 people.
When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right-hand side is where the bedroom is located. Then we wrap on around into the dinette and kitchen area, and finally behind me here is where the bathroom is located. So when you first walk into this travel trailer, my first impression is that it's really pretty cool. It's very roomy in here for a smaller travel trailer. Part of the reason for that is because the dinette is in a slide out. And so that slides on out of here, creating a lot more floor space in here. Plus, we have twin beds at the front instead of one big single bed. And so it just gives the illusion that it's a much larger area than it actually is. But it does feel really, really good. And there's a ton of storage throughout this camper. So we'll get started and show you all that storage space. Now, the first thing you'll note here is that this travel trailer has twin beds. So for those of you that don't like crashing into each other in the middle of the night, or one person gets up and down out of bed a lot and disturbs the other, this is the perfect setup for you. But you can also convert this into, I guess, a gigantic, almost king-size bed. And the way you do that is, there's a little panel right underneath here, and this just slides right on into place. There you go. You grab these other pillows, put them in place here, and you have a nice big bed. Now, if you leave it as twin size beds, let's see here. They measure in at about 74 inches by about 30, we'll call it 31 inches wide. And if you made the whole thing into one big bed, then it would measure 74 by about 80 inches wide. So pretty good sized bed. This is actually considered a king bed if you slept this way. But either way, you have a couple of options here. You can leave it a twin or make it a big king size bed, a short king for yourself. Now you'll notice over top there is an open shelf with a receptacle and USB ports above. There's also this little reading light here that you can turn on and off right from the bed location. And then you've got this U-shaped bank of storage cabinets all the way around, and that gives you tons and tons of storage for all of your clothes. I also want to point out that there's a window on each side of the bed, so you can open these up, get a nice cross breeze at night, and be very comfortable while you're sleeping. Now, there's even more storage here because there's a door to access under this twin bed and another door right here. So you can get underneath both of the beds. There's a ton of storage there, and all of that storage space is also accessible from outside of the camper through the storage doors located outside. Here we are in the kitchen area, and Susan and I are cracking up right now because we got to babysit our grandson this morning before coming up here to the Maryland RV show, and man, his bottle spilt all over me. The top popped off. I got milk all over me. Luckily, I bring a change of clothes everywhere I go because, hey, that's what happens when you have grandkids. Anyway, the kitchen area here, starting from the top, has this nice big cabinet overhead with plenty of storage. Then they have a convection microwave oven here, which is a fantastic feature. You can microwave or bake things all in one location. You don't need a separate oven for that. Down below, we have this big 3-burner propane stove, and next to that is where your sink is located, and that is a really good size sink for any travel trailer. Now the sink comes with a really nice gooseneck faucet overhead, and it has a separate sprayer that you can use to wash your dishes. Now I want to bring up a little bit of a controversial point in this camper, and that is, would you prefer to have this big 3-burner stove, or would you rather just have maybe a 2-burner setup and then more countertop space in the middle? Let us know in the comments down below which way you would rather see it. Not only do we read comments, but a lot of manufacturers go onto our website, onto our YouTube channel, and read through the comments that all of you make. They want to see your ideas. They want to know what you think. So let us know what you think about this. Maybe Winnebago will check it out, and they may redesign the trailer based on what you tell them. So down below your kitchen sink area, you'll notice you've got these full extension drawers for all of your kitchen utensils. The top drawer itself is where you would put like your kitchen sponges and stuff like that. And then next to that, you have even more storage underneath of your kitchen sink. Now down below your stovetop, you have a very deep drawer for pots and pans. And below that, they have another cabinet style to sort of hide where the fuses are located. Now, just to be fair, if you do need more countertop space, there is a little extended top off to the left-hand side. Now, behind the extended top countertop, there's also a electrical receptacle. So if you wanted to plug in a coffee pot or toaster, you could easily do that. And then up top here, there's a couple of USB outlets. So you can put your phone here by the door, maybe charge it up overnight, whatever you need to do. Now, just past the convection microwave and the stovetop is where the refrigerator is located. Now, this is actually a pretty good size refrigerator, and this type of refrigerator is an absorption style fridge. It runs on either propane or shore power, and we know that because of these silver fins that are inside the refrigerator. Now, we're seeing fewer and fewer of these types of fridges being installed in campers these days, most of them are opting to go with the newer 12-volt refrigerator, which can run on either a battery or shore power. But the ones that run on propane work just as well. We have one in our Class C. The downside to them is they do take longer to get cold. I know we have to plug ours in like 12 hours ahead of time, so we plug it in the day before if we haven't used the camper in a while. Let it get cold overnight, and then in the morning we can load all our food in here before we take off. The other downside is you might not want to travel with your propane on. You might want to turn that off, and then there's nothing really keeping your fridge cold. So as long as you're not traveling very far, that would work out fine. But I do want to point out that this is the style of fridge that's in this camper. Now, right across from the kitchen area is where the dinette is located, and this is a very comfortable dinette. It's big, it's roomy. You could easily seat 4 people here, and I think everyone would be pretty comfortable. A couple things to note are you've got a nice size window over top, and then there's also storage underneath both of the dinette booths, and it's fully all the way back. So you have a lot of storage. You can also pull up the cushions and lift the plywood up to access the storage from there as well. Another really nice feature with this dinette is that it's a legless dinette. It screws into the wall. There are no poles or anything under here to interfere with your feet. We have this style dinette in our new Class A RV, and we absolutely love it. The only thing Susan has to worry about now is me kicking her. But other than that, she's in good shape. Now, this dinette table will drop down, and this can become another bed in here. And if you do that, this bed would open up to about almost 70 inches, which is about 5 feet 10. So as you guys know, I'm 5'11". You know, I could make it work, but I'd have to crouch a little bit. And it's about 44 inches wide. So an average size adult, maybe a couple of small kids could sleep here very, very comfortably. Now, one other feature that we look for in a dinette is there a receptacle nearby, so that if you're sitting at the kitchen table or dinette table and you want to use your computer or what have you, you can plug it in and all that good stuff. There is a receptacle right around the corner, so you can plug in there and set up your laptop and figure out where you want to explore wherever you're camping. Now, behind the dinette location is where the entertainment area is, and they've got a decent sized TV built in here. You could see this from where you would be laying down at night getting ready for bed, or also from the dinette. Above that, you've got a little bit of storage up top over here. You've got your JBL sound system, and your thermostat is on the side. You've also got a wireless charger port here, and then the end of this is kind of a pantry cabinet. It's very deep, and you can store a lot of stuff in there. So here I am in the bathroom, and I'm standing in the shower like I usually am. And the reason I like to stand in the shower and take a measurement here is because in almost every travel trailer out there, the shower floor is lifted up off of the regular floor. So if you take a look, there's probably at least a 4 or 5 inch difference from the regular floor up to the shower base floor. And so that affects your headroom when you're standing in the shower. And then you'll see the manufacturers install a skylight over the shower. The reason they do that is because of the loss of headroom, because they had to raise the shower base to make the drains work. So if you're standing in this shower and you're in the skylight area, you have 6 feet 4 inches of height. You guys know I'm 5'11", and there's an inch or two over my head in the shower. So I think you could be pretty comfortable in here taking a shower. The regular ceiling height throughout the entire camper measures in at about 6 feet 4 inches as well. So for you taller folks, you might have a little bit of a height challenge in here. But for the most part, it works really, really well. Now in this shower, you've got your shower wand, which is removable. It's a very, very good size shower. And I say that because it's deeper this direction than most showers that we see. In fact, this one, just to give you an idea, measures up to about 28 inches. A lot of showers we see are only 24 inches deep. So you got a few extra inches of space in here. And then behind me over here, you have 3 corner shelves for your shampoo and soap and all that good stuff. And then finally, I love it, they got a retractable shower door instead of a shower curtain. So now Susan's standing in the shower and I'm out here in the rest of the bathroom, and you'll notice that you've got a nice little medicine cabinet up top, a decent size vanity top with sink, and then down below that you've got some storage in there. You do need to be careful that your cabinet door will hit the toilet, but that's not too big of a deal. You'll also notice that your receptacle's down here, so if you have a hair dryer or shaver or whatever, you can plug in very easily. And then in addition to that, we've got a couple of linen closets located in the bathroom here. The one up top has a bar, so it could also be a wardrobe cabinet of some kind. You can hang garments in there, or you can just use them both as linen cabinets. So here I am sitting on the commode, and with the door closed in here, it's a little close, but it's not too bad. The bathroom itself is a pretty good size, so you don't feel too claustrophobic in here. As far as the elbow test goes, I pass on one side, not the other. Now that you've had a chance to see all three of these amazing travel trailers, let us know which one is your favorite and why in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see even more travel trailers that are perfect for couples, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.